Okay, to be continued, the same concept. Maintenance department, canteen department, store department, and other department might be there. It depending upon the size of the business and the size of the factory and the nature of the business, manufacturing business. So in all these departments, costs are to be incurred. Finally, when the products are prepared and manufactured, they are transferred to a department which is called warehouse. Now, from this manufacturing concern, the goods are available for sale. From the entering point of material to the exit point in the warehouse, all the costs are to be accounted for. Until and unless a manufacturer or the businessman is not accounting for all, not including all these costs, and cannot quote the selling price, cannot quote the quotations, cannot give this selling price to any person who is willing to purchase the goods. So all these costs are to be accounted for. If we are quoting the price inappropriately and we are putting the selling price on a higher side, there are other competitors. It would be a failure of the business. Then we can lose our customers and our share in the market. And if we are at the lower side, then we can attract so many customers, but we will be facing a losses. So prices are to be very appropriately and based on the true costing system. Costing system is very, very important and sensitive matter for the business, for their success and for their failure, and to obtain the objective of maximization of profit. So when we are quoting this price, suppose $100 for the material cost, $100 for the labor cost, $100 for the other direct expenses, so total direct expenses is $300. It is called prime cost. The characteristic of the prime cost behavior of the cost is that it is increasing or decreasing in the same proportion as well as the output level is increasing. But the third factor, factory overhead, is spread. Here indirect material, indirect labor in the production department. Indirect material, indirect labor apart from direct labor. Here indirect material, indirect labor is to be incurred apart from the direct expenses, and all other expenses are to be incurred. All other expenses in the factory, canteen, maintenance, warehouse, store, admin, other departments might be there. Apart from these costs to be incurred here, some common expenses are there, like common overheads or common expenses like insurance of the building, insurance of machinery and equipment, rent, management salaries, so many other expenses are there which are to be incurred, and these expenses also to be accounted for, and we have to accumulate it. Okay, we have discussed about the type of the department, production department. There are two departments, labor intensive and capital intensive. Labor intensive are those where human resources are used to a great extent. Capital intensive are those where the machinery and plant and equipment are used, and without use of plant and machinery, the production cannot be carried on. Apart from these production departments, number of production departments and name of the production department may vary from the firm to firm, company to company, depending upon the process of the manufacturing. Apart from these departments, other departments are facilitating the production. These might be canteen, maintenance, warehouse, store and material, and admin expense and admin department. These departments are service departments, servicing department or service departments. They are providing the services to the production department. So before quoting the price, all the costs are to be included, all the costs are to be accumulated, and we know very well that direct material cost, suppose it's 100 and direct labor cost is 100 and direct expenses are 100. They are varying, they are increasing with the output level, they are increasing or decreasing with the output level in the same proportion. But the third one, the factory overhead, is having a list of so many expenses to be incurred in the factory, like indirect material apart from direct material, indirect labor apart from direct labor, and heating and lighting and this and that expenses to be incurred in each production department. Apart from these production department, all these expenses to be incurred in the servicing department. Apart from these servicing department, there are certain common expenses to be incurred which is not allocated to any department, like insurance of the building, the whole building of the factory, insurance of the machinery and equipment used in all the departments, either production department or the service department, and the rent of the factory, rent of the machinery, and other management salaries. So many expenses are there which are incurred as the common expenses. So if a manufacturer, if a seller, if the manager is quoting the prices without considering all these costs from the entering point of material to the exit point of finished goods, if all the costs are not included, then the selling price might be inappropriate. It might be higher, it might be lower. If you are quoting your price of the product is higher as compared to your close competitors, it would be a cause of failure. And if you are quoting the price which is lower and considering not all the costs over there, it would be a cause of losses sustained for the business. So cost system and accumulation of cost is very costing system is very sensitive and very important for the business, for attaining the objective of maximization of profit. So what we have to do, what the student has to do, what the manufacturer has to do over there, it is the next point of us. So next point, what we have to do, we have to find out this overhead applied for the quotation purpose, for the tender prices to be quoted in future, to be find out right now what would the selling price after addition of profit or markup. This selling price we have to find out, we have to quote it. This factor is very important. Here we have to find out all these overheads appropriately. We have to estimate, because the actual overheads need to be entered after the time period, after 6 months or 1 year, but we have to quote prices right now. So for quotation of the prices, for selling prices, we have to estimate this factor of cost, factory overhead. How this can be done? Okay. What we have to do? Steps. First step, we have to prepare an overhead analysis sheet or schedule. Here all the cost, all the overheads are overheads, only the overheads of production department, overheads of the non-production departments, service departments, and the common costs are to be transferred and accumulated. And after finding out the cost of each department, these service department costs are transferred to the production department. Calculation of total budgeted overheads of each department, whether the department is the production department or the service department. So once we have find out 3 production department cost and 2 service department cost, all the service cost, all the service department overheads are to be transferred to production departments. So when we have transferred all the cost or overhead into production departments, finally we have to find out the OAR. OAR refers to overhead absorption rate. Overhead absorption rate is based on the nature of the production department. Like production department might be labor intensive, so for the labor intensive department the OAR is based on the labor hours or labor cost. For the capital intensive department the rate is based on the machinery, machine hours, etc. Other bases might be there, so we can discuss all these bases of OAR to be used later. OAR, after finding out the OAR, overhead absorption rate or overhead applied rate or overhead estimated rate or overhead budgeted rate, you can say this is to be applied to find out the third factor, like after direct material, direct labor, direct expenses, which are equal to prime cost, and now overhead applied or absorbed are to be added to find out production cost. In the next, we have to prepare overhead analysis sheet.